பண்ணலாம் மேடம்.
Yes, sir. Uh,
ம்.
Very good morning to all the participants. Very sorry. So, due to some system issue, so we connected you late. And we are happy to welcome you all for day two, session one about AI and machine learning basics and use cases or tools used for programming. And we are happy and honored to welcome our guest speaker today, Dr. R. Mohan, Assistant Professor, Department of Computer Science and Engineering, NIT Trichy. And our speaker has completed his Bachelor of Engineering in Computer Science at Tyagaraja College of Engineering, Madurai, and Master of Engineering in Software Engineering at Jadavpur University, Kolkata, and PhD in Computer Science Engineering at NIT Trichy. And he started his career as lecturer in CSE department at Setu Institute of Technology, and he also played a role as a programmer in Proman Technologies Private Limited, and he worked as lecturer in Department of CSE at College of Engineering, Gindi Campus, Chennai, and he also worked in Department of CSE at Manoanmaniam Sundarnam University, Tirunelveli, and now currently working in Department of CSE, NIT Trichy for more than 14 years. His area of specialization are software engineering, data structures and algorithms, graph theory, machine learning, and mobile computing. And he has published books titled Artificial Immune System Based Clonal Classifiers, A New Dimension of Innovation by Scholars Press, and Impact of Artificial Intelligence on Bioinformatics by Lab Lambert Academic Publishing, and Contributed Problems with Solutions for Computer Organization and Architecture by William Starling Pearson International Edition. Now we are happy to welcome our guest speaker. Sir, over to you, sir.
Okay, madam. Okay. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Thank
Shall
you,
I
madam. We can
share
start.
the screen, sir?
Yes,
Yes,
madam.
sir.
Yes, madam. Yes, madam. We can straight away start.
Can you see my screen, sir?
Yes, madam.
Yes, sir. Okay.
You can you can put it in the
Slideshow. Yes, sir.
yes. Yes, 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 yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Uh,
Now you can start, sir.
yes, madam. Very good morning. Very sorry for that delay. There are due to some technical issues. Here, this machine learning PPT which I prepared for both basics and some few use cases. I prepared this PPT. You can easily, very much easily, you can understand that, or I can say that this is an outline, because nowadays all the research work or the researchers, they are talking about the deep learning, machine learning, but still the concept level understanding in among the new researchers, there are some different algorithms they are saying that, but which comes under either deep learning or machine learning. Why these things, whether it is the supervised or unsupervised, there are a lot of confusions. The reason is that there are a lot of overlapping. Okay, but there are some small difference, but it makes us to confuse. So I hope this presentation will clear those doubts. Okay, go to the next slide, madam. Okay, here this is an agenda: life without machine learning, life with machine learning, then the machine learning definitions and the introduction part, then different types of machine learning techniques, then the machine learning solution. Suppose if you are adopting that machine learning technique, what type of solutions or what type of circumstance we will use, and different machine learning algorithms and the use cases. Okay, go to the next slide, madam. Okay, here suppose without machine learning, how the things will be, because one is the search engine, because if you don't have that machine learning technique, how the search things will be difficult, because we are because these days everything, if you type anything in that Google search, you will get the entire history of that relevant items. Suppose if you don't have that machine learning, how it is very hard, because now everything we can get it in one system with internet connection. Suppose if it is not there, how it is difficult. Then second thing is that the second example, the facial recognition. Now you see that for example, the investigation, they are giving that photo or they are giving that some image identification. They are giving one image that all the relevant items or how many items are matching that to the particular item. It is very easy to get it right. Not only the text, image also. Okay. Then what about the voice? Similarly, they are predicting the voice also. There are some number of applications that voice recognition system. Here, what I am trying to say through this slide, not only the text, not only the image, it can be applicable for voice also. Okay. So in all these places, if you are not using that the machine learning technique, we have to have lot of effort which we need to apply to recognize or to identify. Okay. Okay. Go to the next slide, madam. Okay. Suppose if it is the machine learning, how it is easy to connecting things, because you may have some friends. For example, we are getting that lot of notification that you have these friends. Do you know this person? Similarly, even if you are able to get the birthday reminder, also we are getting it. Friend's birthday. Not only I am saying about our birthday, friend's birthday. If somebody has account or somebody mail ID in your address book, automatically you are getting the notification for that when they are getting the birthdays or some other important events. Similarly, how it connects the people through that machine learning. These are all the machine learning technique which is involved. And similarly, for the shopping, how we are applying, how these techniques are applied in that either Amazon shopping or Flipkart or other online shopping techniques. We are able to get the product information, how whether we are able to predict the price of the product, the quality of the product. These are all the informations which are available in that online. Through those informations, they are able to predict, because these are all addressed, or we are getting these solutions because of using the machine learning technique. Similarly, video, which is the best movie, or more number of people's, which movie interested, which movie saw by the more number of peoples. This is almost like a rating. Okay. And similarly, the different people, what type of comment or what type of feedback they give, these are all the things we can get it through that machine learning solution. Okay, madam, you can go to the next slide. Okay. Within, there are some other field. For example, entertainment. Through that virtual classes, it can provide the high impressive gaming experience, because which we can predict what is the next move. These are all the things which we can guide. Okay. Similarly, similar to that virtual class or something, very basic, the simple example, not exactly the same, more or less relevant to that. When we type the character in the, when we type the words or the sentence in that editor, we will get automatically next possible characters or the sentence or the combination. Okay, this is the example similar to that, how we are moving in the gaming. Then the gesture control. These are all the things area which we applied in that entertainment. Similarly, there is an opportunity or there is a provision to get the opponent, whether the opponent is weak or the strength, or we can predict the opponent level or knowledge level about the particular gaming. Okay, these are all the things the machine learning can help. Okay, madam. We can move to the next slide. Similarly, particular about the shopping, we can get to the product suggestions, because if you are buying one thing, automatically you will get the other related products. Or if you are interested in one particular product, what are the other suppliers? Other supplier are the similar product, how they are, where you can get it. These details you can get it. Next is that product of the price of the product varies based on the demand. Okay. Similarly, the organization, okay, based on the demand, they can fix the price. So those people also, they are using that machine learning techniques to predict the demands of the product, based on which they can fix the price of the item. For example, flight tickets, based on the timing, because the flight ticket from the one source to destination, for example, Chennai to Delhi, it is not always the same price. Some particular time there may be very cheap, some particular time it may be costly. This is how we are predicting that. This is based on the requirement or the number of people interested or demand. Okay. Okay, madam, we can move to the next slide. Similarly, Uber, the travel, you can see that we are able to predict the source to destination, the price. How that the price is also not same. And similarly, suggesting the drop and the pickup locations automatically. Suppose, so whatever we are searching through that the Google, even if you fix from one source to destination, you can see, you can able to find out that what are the possible places in between. And similarly, based on our speed and based on the things, we can able to understand that how much time it will take to reach the destinations. These are all the things we can find it out. These are all the things, the solutions suggested from that are available from that the machine learning. Similarly, the users has to find the customers traveling in the similar route, because these days the same vehicle shared by the multiple persons, so that they can also able to share that the person A is interested to share the vehicle, because we have to select the appropriate option, so that the next persons can able to instead of taking a separate vehicle or in the through Uber or whatever the mode, instead of taking the separate vehicle, those who are interested to share with those people, they can share. Okay, by using this, Uber share the find the customers traveling in the similar route. It can suggest allocate the booking based on the time and the distance, price and the rating. Based on the time which we are interested to travel, it can suggest the price. Okay, these are all the things used by machine learning techniques only. Okay, madam. Now, so just in the outline, we have seen that in the previous slides. These are the places which we are using the machine learning, because these simplified things are the simplified the solution or the sophisticated solution, we are getting it in the machine learning. But we didn't see that how these things can be used. Then next slide we will see that without machine learning also how the things are harder. We have seen the word search, then the image recognition, voice recognition. These are the things we have seen. Okay, now we will see the definition. Okay, madam, go to the next slide. What is machine learning? The machine learning is an application of artificial intelligence, because this is the things which we derived from that artificial intelligence or the machine learning techniques which we are using the features of artificial intelligence. And similarly, we can notice that you can see the word artificial intelligence, because there is an intelligence, right? But it is not naturally, because that intelligence which we are creating through artificially. The reason is that which we are creating the artificial intelligence in the sense we are creating a system through which the different techniques are the things which we are generating or which we are designing the system itself intelligent, but it is an artificial, it is not natural. Okay, that provides the system the ability to automatically learn. For example, which we are providing the information, the system is automatically learned. Okay, and improve from that experience without being explicitly programmed. For example, there is a system, ordinary system. Okay, ordinary system with artificial intelligence, or you can say that the system is with artificial intelligence. The system is automatically, it is going to learn by doing mistakes. It can understand that it is the correct. What we are doing it, the learning, prediction, and improving. Okay, all those features are available in that machine learning. When they are integrating all these things, this feature is coming. That is called the machine learning. So the machine learning is an application of artificial intelligence that provides the system which is able to automatically learn, improve from experience without being explicitly programmed. Okay, for example, I can give you one example. For example, if the child can predict based on the climatic or if there is an outside rain, the child what it can say, if you ask that whether it is raining or not, it can say that raining or not raining, yes or no only. Okay, but at the same time, suppose if there is no rain, if you ask the child, is it able to tell you? It cannot. But at the same time, some 10 years or 15 years old boy or child, if you ask that whether it is raining or not, but some, if the child is somewhat have experienced with all type of climate, but it can say that now it is not raining, there is a possibility to get rain, because by seeing that the cloud, by seeing that the wind, by seeing that the temperature, there may be a lightning, there may be a thunder, based on that it can say that there is a possibility to get rain. But at the same time, if you see, suppose if it is a matured person, some 40 years 50 years person, when we go out the maybe morning to go to office, we will take an umbrella. Why? Because there is a rainy season, there is a possibility to get rain in the evening, because these things which we are predicting that based on the more data here, more data in the sense few days climate or over a period of time what we observed, what we understood, or what we able to predict. Similarly, the system, it should be able to automatically learn and improve through the experience. That's what the system is doing it. Okay, I hope you understood that. And similarly, the same thing, if you ask the scientist, based on the data available, they can clearly tell you that this particular place, this much rain, this particular time, you will get it. Because here what they are doing it, based on the data over a period of data is available, through which they are using some programming, or they are predicting that. Okay. Okay, madam, go to the next slide. I hope now you understand that what is machine learning. Okay. Here for that, what they are doing it, first they are taking that either it may be a old data or new data, that is the input data. Okay. Then they are analyzing the data. Okay. Based on that, they are saying that they can find answers for the so many questions. Okay. Then through which they are finding the pattern. Okay. For example, there are some problems, analyzing the data. After analyzing the data, immediately they can find the solution like yes or no. There are some situations they may find the pattern. This is depending upon the problems. For example, some particular problems they have to categorize. If they are categorizing, then they need to find the pattern. Then they are predicting the things. Then the predicting or taking the decision. Okay. Whether predicting the things or decision, here they may get the solution. Or if it is not, then there will be a learning. Okay. For example, most of the time in our real life also, we will say that either we will win or we will learn. Okay, right? Because if you are not getting that solution, definitely there was an learning process happened. What we supposed to do, what we suppose we did is right or wrong. These things we will get it. This is what learns from the feedback or learns from the experience. Okay. This is what we are applying, that the machine learning process. Whether the data may be related to the text data, whether the data may be related to the numbers, whether the data may be related to images and voice. Okay. Overall, this is the process which we will apply. There will be a user input, analyzing the data, find the pattern, prediction, and then learning. Okay. Because the learning which we required to get the better accuracy. Okay. First we got, that is not up to that level. Then again we have to apply. Again we have to apply. That way, over a period of time, we will get the expected results are near optimal values. Okay, madam. Next. Hello, madam. Front. Next. Okay. Here, go to the previous slide, madam. Because my overall, all the slides, highly abstract way. Okay. Just through which you will understand that what are the things, where are they, like. Okay. Like it's like almost like a flow diagram. Okay. This is types of machine learning. You can see that there are all the machine learning technique categorized into few category. Okay. And different category which we are applying that different types of problems, or the based on the problem characteristics which we are applying that. For example, the first one is the supervised learning, unsupervised learning, and reinforcement learning. See, just what is the difference between these three. For example, the machine learns from the training data that is labeled. If the data is labeled, then we will use that supervised learning. Okay. The machine learns from the training data, that is called the supervised learning. Because many people, most of the times, they may get confused that what is supervised learning, what is unsupervised learning, what is reinforcement learning. Here you understand that the training data which we are applying through that supervised learning. If it is non-labeled training data, that we will use unsupervised learning. I have the suitable example with the next few slides. Okay. If it is unsupervised learning, in the sense non-labeled training data. Then the reinforcement learning, the machine learns by its own, that is reinforcement learning. Okay. Just labeled training data, unlabeled training data, machine learns the own. Okay. The supervised learning. Here you can see that here they are saying that the known labels, known data. Okay. There are some apples. They are showing that, and they are showing are different apples. And similarly, similar to that, they are showing that the new data also sending. So here we need to identify whether this particular object is apple or not. Okay. So the system should have an idea about the already known data. So if it is an apple, in the sense that should be in the round color with a red color, round shape in red color. So this much size, tentatively this much size should be there. So based on that, it able to predict the next data. If it is predict, then it is correct. Okay. So this is an example for the supervised learning. Okay. Just you see that the pattern is already known to that system. Then we are sending the new things based on the characteristics available in that known data, whether it predicts that, whether this comes under the same category or not. If it is in the same or the new, there will be an error. Okay, madam, go to that next slide. The next one is unsupervised learning, because we know that this is the unlabeled data. I can see a pattern. There are input patterns are available, and there are giving the different patterns through which they can able to find out that whether these data are similar categories or not. For example, you see that in the input category, they are giving that the mixture of data. Okay. So even the first row, second row, third row, it is a combination of all 3 or 4 different objects. Okay. Through which here what they are doing that, based on that, whatever the pattern you have seen or you have used, they are categorizing. The first one they categorize all are different apples. The second one different mangoes. The third one different things. By which the similar patterns they are categorizing. Okay, this is unsupervised learning. Okay, just you see that what type of circumstance, which techniques they are using it. Okay, next one. This is reinforcement learning. Okay, because the reinforcement learning, I told you that there will be a chance the system will learn. Okay, there is an input data. Based on that input data, whether the system it responds. First, whether it is a mango, they are asking that. It may be right or wrong. Okay, suppose if it is wrong, then there will be a feedback. It is a wrong. Then it needs to be feed into again. Then again it will check, because that is the feedback, in the sense there will be a characteristics, that will be a size or the shape or the color of an object. It needs to be understood. Again there will be a feeding the data. Again there will be a response. Similar way it will learn and it will identify. So here the system, it can automatically learn. Then they are finding it whether it is an apple. Okay. Okay, madam. Next. Here you can see that the main category is that supervised and unsupervised. How these supervised and unsupervised we can distinguish or characterize. The first one is the labeled data. There will be a direct feedback and there will be a chance to predict. This comes under supervised learning. Okay. Here we have seen that the first thing is that the data is labeled data. There will be a direct feedback, because we are going to say that yes or no. Okay. How we are saying that is yes or no? There will be based on that predicted output. If it is the unsupervised learning, first of all, the data is not labeled, non-labeled data, and there is no direct feedback. Okay, just if you want, you can check the previous slide, because in that unsupervised learning, what they did, there are some different types of objects like apple, mango, and different fruit. Based on that the similarity they categorized. Okay, this is what they are saying, that there is no direct feedback for hidden structures in the data, because the data are available in that, or the pattern or the structure is available in that data through which we are categorizing, we are finding. That comes under unsupervised learning. I hope you understood. Supervised, we are directly verifying. Unsupervised, among these available data, we are predicting the patterns and doing it. Okay, madam, go to the next slide. Right machine learning solution. Okay. So we got confused that there are different algorithms. Which algorithm need to be used, and based on the which condition, or the based on the which characteristics, we have to select the which technique. One is that to see that these are all the things. The problem statement, by default we will see that by using that the problem statement, whether the data is given, if the data is given, at what type of data, whether it is a labeled data or unlabeled data, what is the size of the data, quality of the data, and the nature of the data. These are all the things we will identify. Then there will be a complexity of the algorithm is also involved to find or to suggest the machine learning solution. Okay, because as much as possible the data is more, we will predict better solution. This is okay. Can anyone because I don't know whether you're able to speak or not. If the data is, suppose if you want correct solution, okay, or better solution, whether the data should be less or more, anybody can answer, or anybody can answer through chat also, no problem. At least one or two answer.
Yes, sir. Through
The data
chat they
is
can respond, sir.
if the data is more, whether you will get a better solution or the reasonably good. Or do you think that if the data is or more, you may get confused? There is also there is a possibility, right? That's what I am asking this question. If more data, will you get a better solution? Okay, I will come to this point. If you have more data, mostly it is a possibility to get a better solution. This is what I told you, that because even you can take a scientific method of solution also, normal layman solution also. For example, I will tell you today, at least nowadays, they are able to predict the rainfall or weather condition almost exactly, because these days we are getting that this much place, this much rain, this much particular time or duration, we will get rain. Almost we are getting the correct. At the same time, if you see some 10 years or 15 years back, we didn't get that much accurate weather prediction from that meteorology department. The reason is that nowadays these things are improved, because they are taking the data more than 15 years, 20 years data, or number of years or more, through which they are able to predict the things, condition. Okay, but at the same time, this is the scientific things. The scientific things also, I didn't tell you that exactly what type of systems involved or what type of algorithms involved. But at the same time, if you take layman approach, I told you that if you ask the child whether it will say that whether it's raining or no, yes or no. At the same time, if you check with some adult, they can able to answer that now there is no rain, that there is a possibility to get rain. Similarly, how these things are able to predict, because they have seen more than the number of years, different climatic conditions, they saw, they felt, they experienced, then they are able to answer it, right? Similarly, when you have the more data or the more experience, you have able to predict or give better solution. That is the reason they are taking more and more data. Among these available more and more data, we have to find out that exactly what are all the parameters or what are all the key parameters which we are required to predict or calculate. Okay. Okay, madam, go to the next slide. This what? Size and quantity or quality of data is very important. The right machine learning solutions. Here you see all these techniques, they are mapped into one slide. That machine learning, they are saying that different kind of techniques, like the people used to say that the classification, clustering, different algorithm, k-means algorithm, linear recursion, reinforcement learning, naive based. There are so many things they are talking. Okay, at least in this one slide, it can tell you that these are all the techniques or these are all the algorithms comes under which category. Okay, for example, when we will use the classification, used when the output is categorically like yes or no. Whenever the solution or the expected solution is required to be an yes or no option, that time we will use the classification. I hope you understood. The clustering, used when the data needs to be organized to find the pattern in the case of product recommendation. For example, we have seen, we gave the different mixture of fruits. Okay, then we need to able to categorize the different people. Or when you are coming from that market, you may purchase the vegetables, all the vegetables, put it in the one bag. So after reaching home, what we will do that we will segregate the different vegetables. Similarly, that comes under clustering. Just you understand that what do you mean by clustering, what do you mean by classification, because I have noticed that many times we get confused. Okay, so we need to organize based on the pattern. Here the pattern, that may be the characteristics, that may be the type. Okay, and there are some techniques. There will be an algorithm, k-means algorithm. For this type of cases, we may use k-means clustering algorithm. People might heard that k-means clustering algorithm, right? Okay. For example, this type of categories, yes or no type of categories, there are different algorithms they are using that. Decision tree, naive based, random forest, logistic regression, KNN, these are all the algorithms they are using that. Then the another type, recursion, used when a value needs to be predicted like in a stock price. For example, there is a applications which we need to predict the stock price, or there is an applications which we need to predict the price or the house rent in some particular. This type of techniques, linear regression, we are using that. Based on that, when it is increasing, when it is decreasing. Okay, so these are all the different machine learning techniques, comes under different algorithms. For example, these are all the algorithm, decision tree, naive based, random forest, logistic regression they use in that classification. And similarly, the clustering, k-means this thing used. Recursion, they use linear regression. Okay, just this, I hope it will help you that overall understanding of the machine learning technique. Okay, madam, go to the next slide. Now the machine learning algorithms. Okay, because here I'm not showing, I'm not going to write any algorithm, just to show that. Okay, This is what I told you, that there are different algorithms. Here you see that k nearest neighbor, okay, KNN, k nearest neighbor algorithms work in a way that a new data points is assigned to the neighbor group. It is most similar to that because there is a data point which is clustered. Okay, for example, blue, green, orange, that is different. In a k nearest neighbor, k can be an integer greater than 1. So for every data point we want to classify, we compute to which neighbor group it is the closest. For example, there is a point, there may be the case, that is somewhat nearest. Here, if this is the case, which we need to find it out, this the nearest point which goes to that side or this side. How do you find? Because you see, even for example, you see the green, blue, orange. Most of the points are clustered or grouped. Some few points are lying nearest to that other color. So in such a type of case, we have to predict that, or we have to decide that whether this point is going to that side or this side. This is what k nearest neighbor, k can be an integer greater than 1. So for the every data points we want to classify, we compute with the neighbor group it is close to, whether which group it is going. Okay, so that is that type of approach or that type of place, the k nearest neighbor is involved and deciding things. Okay, madam, next. See, similarly, there are different ball. They are finding about the cost versus durability. Okay, see that different group, but over and above some few balls, it is very close to that category, that with nearest to that other color. So in that case, we have to find out that which is either this side or that side. Okay, this is an example. Consider there are 3 clusters: football, basketball, tennis ball. Which one is cost versus durability? Okay, madam, next. Suppose the one which is in different color. Now we have a new data point which is in that black color. We will now try to classify this is using that KNN. We have to direct which one is the nearest neighbor, either green one or white one or orange one. Okay, that is the solution, that type of things. K nearest neighbor which we used. Go to the next slide. Here we are considering that the point which, whatever the points which are close to that black one, they are taking that. So how many points? Totally 5 points which are close to that, the black one. So glowing ones are the close to the 5 points to our new data points, that is the black point. Here there are 3 tennis ball and 1 basketball and football. So among these, 1 basketball, 1 football, but the black means, sorry, the green one is 3. Okay, right? 3 tennis ball. So by default, so here which one we can, thus we will classify the basketball as a, or black ball as a tennis ball, because the more items are matching with that tennis category or the, sorry, green category. Okay, or you can say that this is which is very closer to that tennis ball. Okay, so in this way we are predicting that, or this is the logic which we are using, that the k nearest neighbor. I hope you understood, everybody, right? Because we are taking an example here in this part, we have to decide that there is a judgment, right? We have to decide that the black one is which is closer to basketball or tennis ball or football. So this is very much closer to that, the green one. So this comes under the green. Because why it is attached to the green one? When the circle, this is the more number of items are very closer to that thing. Okay. So the relationship here, the black one is attached to that more number of green than the remaining two. Okay, madam. Okay, this is our new data point, that is the tennis ball. So the new one is connected or belongs to tennis. Okay. Similarly, there are a lot of solutions. Okay. So I can say that here the algorithm is plays very important role. Even normal case also, there are a lot of intelligent solutions which we apply. The algorithm plays the major role, right? Okay, madam. Next. The linear regression is a. This is the next example. The linear regression is the process used to estimate the relationship among the variables. Here, one of the variables depends on the one or more number of independent variables. This may be the item is related to each variable, different items. Maybe example, it may be a weight, it may be a height. Okay, different. Those things they are applying into that the regression algorithm. The regression algorithms is to find out that, estimate that how these things are, the relation between these variables. Okay. So in such type of situation, this regression algorithm is involved. Similarly, I can give you many examples. Similar one, there is a concept like when you go to that hospital, there will be a relationship, height and weight. There will be a chart, height and weight chart, right? They are saying if this is the particular height, this is the age, this particular weight should be there. There are some, what I am trying to say, even real-time application or anything, because the data are maybe different or independent, but there will be a relationship among these data. That things which we need to find out. That type of circumstance, there will be a, this type of regression concept will be used. I hope you understood. Okay, that's what is estimating the relationship between the variables. We have to identify. For that, that type of purpose which we required some domain knowledge, because that based on these things only they are predicting what are the data are connected, what are the data are relevant. Okay. Okay, madam, go to the next slide. Here you see that here, even though it is the different data, how the data are increasing. D1, D2, D3, D4, D5. Okay. The recursion line blue color has the least value of D. Okay. They arranged the values based on that, the least values. Because through this type of things, which we can find the relationship among these data. Okay. Because whether it is directly proportional or whether it is indirectly proportional, whether this particular value is increasing, these are all the particular value decrease, these are all the particular value increase. These things we can find it out. Okay, this is what I am trying to say. This particular value increase, all these value increase. this particular value decrease, all these value increase, or indirectly proportional, or it means indirectly proportional. Okay. Okay, madam, next. You see that the decision tree. Just these are all the techniques, how it performs or how it is connected with this machine learning. Decision tree is a graph that uses the branch method to illustrate every possible outcome of a decision. Because this is almost like a flow chart. If there is a tree, or if there will be a start point. Based on this value, we are branching out. Okay. If it is yes, there will be on another side. If it is no, there will be another side. If it is a yes, what are the next possible consequences? If it is no, what are the next possible consequences? Similarly, it will go. Okay. Suppose I don't want to expand it in this way, because due to that there are some AI techniques. What we will do that, based on some particular value or based on some observation, in some particular time there will be a pruning will be applied. Okay. Or eliminate or truncate some nodes, because we are generating the possible state space or the possible solution from top to bottom. Okay. For example, if you take the binary tree or binary search tree, we will generate the tree from the root, because if you are generating the binary search tree based on the new value, you are deciding that you are going to place in which side, left side or right side, or which side. Okay. This how we are deciding that is based on the node value or node value with the existing node value. So in this way we will do that. Similarly, if it is the solution space, in some particular time you may stop generating state space, right? So here, which we need to understand the problem, we have to generate the tree, that is the decision tree. Such a type of place they used these things. Okay, madam, next. Here, that every possible branching or the every possible nodes, there will be a decisions will be applied, whether it will be generated or not exactly the same, similar to that AVL tree. AVL tree, what we are doing it, we will generate. Based on that, if the height is increased, then there will be a decision. We need to rotate, balance the tree. This is the basic understanding of the computer science people. Unless otherwise, if you are not rotating the tree or if you are not making that balance, that the tree height of the tree in one side, it will be huge. நான் அப்புறமாட்டி பேசுறேன் தர்ஷி, இது ஒரு கிளாஸ்.
ஓகே, எனக்கு பாஸ்வேர்ட் வேணுமே.
இந்த இப்போ அனுப்பிச்சு விட்றேன்
11:15. ஓகே ஓகே, பை பை பை.
ஓகே ஓகே மேடம், நெக்ஸ்ட் ஸ்லைட். The another naive based classifier techniques. It is based on the condition of the probability and the particularly suited when the complexity of the input is, because sometimes there is a probability. Okay. For example, I hope many people or the many participants are in computer science. Instead of explaining this, I can tell you one simple example. I hope many people are heard about the quicksort. Quicksort, what we are doing it without splitting the list or without physically splitting the list, we will split the list in such a way that left side of the pivot value will be lesser than the pivot, right side of the value will be greater than the pivot. Okay, in this way, repeatedly we will apply, recursively we will apply. Over a period of time, all the value will be sorted, so we will get to the sorted list. But at the same time, we are selecting a pivot value. Okay, that is the pivot value may be in the last or middle, or it may be anywhere in the number or 1 to n. But at the same time, there is a concept while choosing that even among the sorting techniques, the quicksort gives the better result or the time complexity. But there is a proof or there is a concept of still it can be improved. How it can be improved? That is call it as randomized quicksort. That randomized quicksort, what they are saying that based on that selecting the pivot value, for example, if you are selecting the pivot value, sometimes it may be 75% of the place or 3/4. By default, one side may be 75% of the values, other side may be few values or 1/4. Instead of that, if you are applying that randomized quicksort, what they are saying that the performance, the time complexity performance can be improved a little bit based on that the selection of the pivot. Okay, here the selection of the pivot, how we can apply that? That is what they are applying, that the probability. Among probability in the sense among the available data, which should be applied so that the prediction or it gives the better result. That's what they are applying, that Naive Bayes. Here that Naive Bayes they are applying that with some probability concept while choosing that data, which we are applying that the probability concept. Okay, I hope you understood that. For this example, they are using that there are some mail through this mail received. They are predicting that whether it is a hello. 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 Hello.
ஆமா முக்கியமான விஷயம் தேதி மணி நம்பர் அப்போ நாராயணத்தை பார்த்துட்டு போல நாராயணத்தை அவன் எடுக்கலையா அதுக்கு அவரே போன்ல அவ பிள்ளை தேடி என் நம்பர் எடுத்து சொன்னான். அப்ப நான் இந்த மாதிரி பேசிட்டு இருந்தேன் பாப்பாக்கு ஐடினா அவன் என்ன சொன்னாங்க அவளுக்கு செட்டா கொடுத்தாலாம் அவர்கிட்ட என்ன சொல்லி
சரி நானே ஒரு 10 நிமிஷத்துல நானே போன் பண்றேன். இப்போ ஒரு கிளாஸ்ல இருக்கேன்.
இரு நான் சொல்லிடுறேன் ஒரே நிமிஷத்துல 200 ரூபாவா அடுத்த வருஷம் அடுத்த மாசம் நான் கூட போறேன்.
Sir, all participants can hear your conversation, sir.
Okay, so sorry for the disturbance. Here they are applying that probability concepts through which the received mail they are able to predict that whether is there any spam. Okay, we have to predict that whether the spam is there or not. Okay, go to the next slide, madam. And similarly, another example, they are fixing the match, right? Because these days they are fixing that cricket match date year so many months before. And the same time, before fixing the cricket, they have to predict so many other things. Okay, by default they will say that the people must be free while conducting the match. It should not be disturbed other things. Similar to that election, okay, when they are proposing the date, they will see other consequences, okay, plus or minus. Similarly, while predicting this type of matches, they are predicting the weather. Here, particularly to conduct the match, the weather is important criteria. Okay, so they are finding the weather prediction, applying the weather prediction. If based on the weather condition, they are fixing the date, whether it is a sunny or rain or there will be a too much wind. Based on that, they will predict the date. They suggest the date. Okay, madam. Next. So by default, the Naive Bayes it's used for the prediction. Okay, madam. Next slide. Here there are some use cases I listed. Okay, go to the here. Go to the previous slide, madam. Here one person is it the first? He is asking that why do you move to the next slide. He is asking that why do you look so worried? The next person is asking, telling a reply that go to the next slide, madam. See, I am planning to sell my house. He is the person B. He is interested to selling his price, but at the same time he got confused that what should be the price, how much he can quote. Okay, go to the next slide. Well, I don't know how much to sell it for, because how he can tell, he can able to predicting the price. Okay, next. Don't worry, the machine learning can help you to this case, and it can show you that how much that the price. Okay, by using this machine learning, they are able to predict this problem. So the problem it is to predict the price of the house using the machine learning. Here they are going to apply the machine learning approach. So for that they have to identify the use the based on the so many data to predict the price of the house based on the given housing data set using that machine learning. Here they have to use the housing data set. Out of all the algorithm that can be used for these problems, the linear regression is the best fit for this type of problem. So that is the prediction algorithm, linear regression techniques. Because here we need to find out that what is the price of the house the previous year, what is the price of the house before 2 years, what is the price of the house next to 2 years. That way we have to see that data, how often the price is increased, we have to predict. Then only we can identify or we can predict the current price. That's what the linear regression almost it is applied, or there will be a data over a period of time that different values it will be find it, or it will be able to get it, through which we are able to find the next value. It is like a pattern. Suppose you see we are solving the so many problems. For example, APGP series 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if it is what should be the next value, then we are able to find out that 6. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That sequence we can able to find. If it is alternate number or odd number or even number, suppose 1, 3, 5, 7. Suppose what should be the next number? Next number is 9. Similar to that pattern. Okay. Output the quantity in a nature are directly proportional to that variable. These are all the characteristics. Why or when linear regression is applied. This is what I told. Output is a quantitatively in a nature or directly proportional to that variable. Okay. It is easily we can understand. And then there will be a low computational cost. This type of situation or the circumstance, we will use linear regression techniques. Okay, madam, next. This is an answer for when the linear regression can be applied. Okay. Similarly, other example, suppose to apply that, what are all the data sets which we recovered? Suppose similarly, when you buy a house or when you buy a property or something, there are certain things we will see that is there nearest, is there any school, is there nearest, is there any bus stop, is there near anything Hello. Hello.
Yes, sir, we can hear you, sir.
Okay, madam. Okay, madam.
Can you see the
Because
screen, sir?
yes, yes, yes. I got the screen.
Okay, okay. You can proceed, sir.
Okay. To predict the house price, they are taking that other parameters or the facilities available in and around that area, like the distance from that, the access to the highways, per capita income. Okay. The building age, because just these are all the things. The tax rate in that particular area, or the tax rate in that particular municipality or in a particular corporations. Mm, the connectivities with the shopping, the connectivities with the hospital, the connectivity to the airport, railway station. Similarly, like that, so many parameters they are considering. Based on that, they are predicting the values and over the period of time. Okay, so this is an example how the predictions they are applying.
Dear participants, due to some network issue, sir could not connect. And sir is in call now through normal call. So, sir, can you hear me, sir? 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 Hello? Hello, sir? Okay, sir, but participants can't hear your voice, sir. 1 second, sir. Sir? Well, 1 second, sir. I think your voice is not audible. Dear participants, very sorry from our side. So since speaker is a native due to his personal circumstance, he couldn't join, continue now. And he said like all your questions from the chat history, he asked me to mail him so that he will just pose or he will answer to all the queries, okay, within 2 or 3 days. And he came to the end. So only two more slides to run. So I will just mail the slides also. Very sorry from our side. And sir also asked to convey the um, inconvenience what created today. Very sorry. And this will not happen in future. So we'll ensure. Uh, so thank you participants. And the afternoon session as usual data science. So session is about data science with AI perspective. It is going to be taken by Dr. Sivachelvan, IIT BM. So he'll be connecting us by 2 o'clock and you can join the afternoon session by 2 p.m. using the same link what I sent in the morning. Thank you very much. And all your questions will be answered by sir. So he told, so I'll take all the questions from the chat history and I will mail to sir and I'll be attaching that reply also within tomorrow. Thank you.